What up, folks? I'm ultrazillatoys. I have a review of the McFarlane Toys Pacific Rim Crimson Typhoon action figure playset. That's right, my zillions. It is time for the Crimson Typhoon, the final piece of the puzzle. Not that there's a puzzle, but it would be cool if there was a puzzle. Of the individual figures, you know, because we are getting the Amazon exclusive set still to come. But of the individual figures, this is it. And that Amazon exclusive set is kind of redos of 2 of the figures already. But look at this art. That's the best art of all the boxes right here of Crimson Typhoon. That's really cool. This Crimson Typhoon, which is a very stark difference from that. And there's what you get. It comes with a comic book like all the rest. There is art here as well that, you know, don't fare as well. There it is. It's kind of blurry looking on this one, so whatever. So I'm not even going to bother opening it. It is a Jaeger. We know that. Mark IV Jaeger. Here is the schematics. Beautifully done schematics. That looks very interesting. You got some intel. You got some specs. And there you go. A nice box by McFarlane. I got mine on a big bed toy store with all the rest, but you can get them easily on Amazon as well, and link for that is down below. So without any further ado, let's get to this review. And before we get to the figure, like all the rest, let's look at the comic quickly. It is Pacific Rim Tales from the Drift number 2. There you go. Here's who worked on it. There is the art inside. A quick flip. It's a nice theme. Yeah, not bad, not bad, not bad. For the most part, I feel like I've liked what I've seen in this comic than Aftermath. So yeah, you know, there's that. But, you know, we're not really reviewing the comics here. Will I review them at all? I don't know. I don't review comics, but I'm in the comic industry, so I might have something to say, so I don't know. If you guys want to see me review all of these comics in one video, I might be convinced to do so. And here's Crimson Typhoon out of the package, but before we get to him, he's got stuff and things like all the rest, and it's stuff and things we've seen a million times already. And especially here, I mean, I'm just going to show them together because I don't want to show these anymore. We get the Humvee, we get the amphibious tank thing here with the turret. Yeah, we've seen these like 4 times, I feel like. It's nuts. This was the most used ones. McFarlane, come on, they're tiny little things. Couldn't give us a little more variety. Yeah, just how many are we getting in that starter set? Oh boy, I don't need all these. You guys might see a grab bag on eBay at some point of little tanks and buildings. Or wait for it, Kaiju Brooklyn 2. Maybe I will wait till then. But yeah, they're okay. They're okay. The building is also one we've seen. There's the top. There's the bottom, and there's all the pieces. It is a breakaway building, and people love this stuff. I really don't care too much, but I think these are good to customize at least, you know, a nice blank canvas to do some paint on, I guess. And yeah, it comes with the same old base we've gotten. But hey, Crimson Typhoon, it's the figure that we care about. And as far as articulation, the head moves, and then these 2 arms move. Pretty well, just at the shoulders, but pretty well. And then this one has shoulder bend, elbow bend, and the shoulder, and it works pretty well despite, you know, the big old shoulder pad. And then the legs move on ball joints, so you can open them up a little bit as well. There is no knee bend at all, and that's actually all the articulation. So, you know, it would have been nice to have elbows at these arms here. But, yeah, that's all you got. And real quick, I just noticed that the schematics have, you know, reversed his arms here. Weird. So taking a look at Crimson Typhoon in full, it's a bit of an odd bird because it's got, like, no paint that I can see. No, like, wash like all the rest. And boy, did it need it. Like, I mean, it is just this kind of reddish orange. Possibly looking a little more reddish orange in the light. But, yeah, from what I can see, at least on my copy, there's, like, no paint. Like, all the rest had some sort of wash or something. You know, like, a little bit of dirt. This guy's clean, like, right off the assembly line. You get, you know, color here. You get the gray. And this color. And the sculpt is really nice. I mean, obviously, yeah, nice. Nice sculpt on the arms here. Very, very cool. I do like it, actually. Very, very nice arms. These arms that kind of turn and stuff. And then this arm is good. You do have this Tampo printed symbol there. Very cool. And then the blaster. Arm looking real nice. Very well done. The back looks good. I like that. You know, I like the little wings. I like the little thrusters back there. Oh, you know what? This guy has... I'm sorry. This guy has waist articulation. Yes, it does. So, yeah, I'm sorry. A little more articulation. Hey, okay. Butt looks good. And then the legs look pretty good, too. Nicely done. Really, really nice sculpt here. I do like the sculpt a lot. Nothing going on the bottom of the feet. Then the Krajisi section looks pretty good. The front of the legs look pretty good. The bottom here looks pretty good. The waist. And then, you know, this part, because there's no paint on it at all, it just comes out very, very plain looking, unfortunately. But then you got the head sculpt, which is pretty nice. You got the paint right in the center there. That looks very good. And you got all the gray. You got the painted red up top. Very nice sculpt. All over the neck and stuff. Very well done. So I really do like the head sculpt a lot. It's really cool. And there's some nice little robotics in the shoulder there as well. The proportions are also very good on this figure. But man, my eye keeps going to that chest because Crimson and Typhoon has got all kinds of numbers and all kinds of... I could bring in the box again and we could just look at that art. Yeah, it needed something. This chest really needed something. Even if it was just a wash. But I think they did bad there, not giving it just a little bit of something, you know, to make it look more like this. And for your size comparison, here is the full set of individual figures. And I like how they look, man. Like, they are really, really cool. I do feel like even a little more wash on all of the Jaegers would have made them, like, kind of look better next to the kaiju, because even though the kaiju don't have a ton of paint either, there's so much texture to them that they just feel more detailed. You know what I'm saying? But I do think this is a cool set anyway. I do like it. Very nice. I don't know. This is a cool size. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all the haters. This is a cool size onto itself. It is real neat to get some small Pacific Rim figures like this. They'll go great in front of my display. And for those two guys that keep clamoring for the Haya Godzilla with all the Jaegers, here you go. All right, there you go. Don't ever say that I don't do anything for my zillions. But for me, there's no way that this looks good at all. You know, like, maybe Monster Arts is a little bit better. I get wanting to have kaiju that are bigger, but this is no good for me. And, you know, one of the things I keep saying in the comments to the folks asking about this, if there ever was a Pacific Rim versus Godzilla movie, and, you know, in some way it's possible because they're both legendary, they would, even if their height measurements are different right now in their individual movies, they would size up all the Jaegers. Everything would be even because it would make for a terrible toy line. And the toy lines rule everything. So, yeah. It would never happen otherwise. So, yeah. That's my 2 cents on that. But here you go. Here's Haya Godzilla and the McFarlane Jaegers. And my final thoughts, despite it needing more paint, and I really feel like it does more than any of them, it basically doesn't have any. I think this figure looks really nice otherwise. Like, it's a really nice sculpt. There's nothing wrong with it, which is a plus. And I just think it looks cool. I like the arms. I like how it moves. Thankfully it does have a little extra articulation in the waist. So yeah, this is a cool one. I gotta say though, the repeat accessories are a bit much. There's a lot of military vehicles and a lot of styles of buildings. I know, Todd, you made this for kids, but even kids get bored with this stuff. Trust me, I have a kid that, because of like some things not being too articulated or just repetitive like this, he got bored of a lot of toys at a young age, and this type of stuff wouldn't fly. Like, you gotta give more variety. Kids are more advanced now than they ever have been, and a lot of kids that their parents would buy toys like this for, their parents are most likely collectors too, because that's the type of people that would buy Pacific Rim stuff, and they already are exposed to some really cool toys. So there's stuff here that I get why you did, but I would suggest not. I would suggest making more variety and maybe a little more articulation, a little more paint, because kids are a lot more advanced than you think these days. So there you go though. It's cool. It's a cool little figure. The whole set I think has been very cool. Stay tuned. We do still have the 2-pack, the Amazon exclusive 2-pack, the starter set, which is now not a starter set anymore, to go. So whenever that comes in, we'll be reviewing that. But there you have it. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and sub yourself for daily content, and let me help you diversify your collection with some really cool Pacific Rim toys. Till next time, peace out, peeps.